Hello guys, so today I'll be creating the website for a Condor money company. So I'll start by creating wireframe and then just naming it homepage. So let's first create the navbar. So for navbar, I'll just use a frame right now, rectangle. I'll delete that, it's just to help me see what percentage of the page it takes. So let's just create by typing a name. So let's say Condor, tab, let's make it bold. Let's just create some type of a grid here as well. Let's layout grid, let's use columns, 12 columns. Let's add margin of 120, gutter of 30, and yeah, that's about it. Let's align it here. Okay, so I'll be using font which is called Nebulous. This one, let's make it medium. So this would be our logo. Let's just duplicate it and make the navbars. So solutions, we'll have company, and the last one would be support. Okay, so let's just try this feature. Yeah, it doesn't really work. Let's just make them all smaller. So I think they should be about 16 pixels. Let's do 16 pixels, something like this. So let's make the space between them smaller. About this, make this regular. Let's align it to the center, and let's add our 2 buttons, which is very normal for every navigation to have some buttons. Let's call this first one book a meeting, and the second one would be open an account. Okay, so let's just make it like this, make it auto layout, and make this auto layout. Let's give it this color of fill of 9792E3. Let's make like this, and the text color will be white. Give it 6 points of radius. Okay, let's just delete this background. Okay, so we'll make the text to be 16. Let's make it semi-bold, and let's make the button to be a little bit larger. So about this and about this. Okay, so let's just align it all, not like this. This one auto layout, this would be another auto layout, and this would be the third one. Okay, so let's just duplicate the button, make it one auto layout, make like 15 space, name it open account, and make the color somewhat 007F3. Okay, so let's just align it with the grid. Okay, so preferably everything should be done in auto layout. So let's just make this auto layout, call it logo, call this one links, and this one buttons, and let's unite it in one auto layout. And yeah, so after that, let's create a background. Let's add a frame like this, make it full width. For now, let's make it black. So we'll make it just a black color. Let's just make this links white color. Okay, so let's just add our headline. Simplify your global business. That would be the headline. Let's make all letter start from the large letter, and make it like this. Let's give it a size of 72 or something. Okay. Let's add a headline, a description. Or we can just copy these buttons as well. Okay, so we have our headline. Now let's add some nice graphic here. So what we can do here is to add a transition. First I'll create it, and then I'll explain what I do. So add something like some lines here, and like this, something like this. One line, let's make it 80 pixels of height of width. Let's give it a color of 9792E3, basically same as our button. Let's make it bigger. Let's make a duplicate of it, and just basically make it larger. Put it in the back, and the one from the front would make it a bit lighter, something like this. So a little bit down here. Let's fix this so it doesn't go under. Okay, so this is not very good. Let's create, instead of frame, let's create a rectangle, because then I'd be able to move the corners of the rectangle. I can move it here as well. move it here so it doesn't stand out. Let's move it back. And for now, for the transition, let's create another rectangle to create background blur. Let's move this thing back under the rectangle. Okay, where's our rectangle? Yeah, that's it. Make it white color, give it 1% of opacity so the background blur works. And let's give it something like 150. Yeah, something like that could work. Yeah, so we have our background transition. Let's add a map here. So let me just put a map in here. Okay, where it is. Okay, so let's just put map in here. Something like this. And we have our transition. Let's add some additional points here. So we will have some numbers as a help here. So let's add, first we'll add 24, for example, make it same size as this. I will also make it, let's make it smaller, 64. Make it white, dark as well. Okay, now we'll do something aligned with the grid here. Okay, we'll copy this, just copy, paste, make it black. Put it in here. Then we'll have the description. So, here when you need us, like 24/7. And let's copy this one more time, call it available. Make it auto layout, give it green background, make it 15 opacity, and make this text also green. Make it bolder, make it larger, and give it a little bit more space, make rounder corners. And we have something like this, which looks good here. And also let's just add some nice thing here, like gray line to give it more attention. Make it also 18 pixels. And yeah, let's make it black and this make gray. Something like this. Let's group it all together and then just make a duplicate of that. Create 120 plus, and let's designed for global business. Designed for global business. Okay, so I mistake here. And let's change it to be some jurisdictions. Let's make it another color. Okay, let's make it larger. And the same we do here, we just paste this color into the background. And let's just change the description to say something like designed for global business. Okay, so we already did it. Let's align it a little bit with the grid, something like this. And we're good to go with the first section. Let's create another section, which would be just basically listing all our services that we have. Okay, let's align it with the grid. Let's create a rectangle. Let's make sure that we can fit 4 of them here. Okay. Let's give it rounded corners. Let's just delete this one. Make it also black. Okay, now we can make it a little bit shorter, not as tall, like this. Let's copy this text so we don't have to create it from the beginning. And let's start adding our text. So first service would be multi-currency account. So that would be the first headline. We probably want to make it smaller, so like 24 pixels, something like that. Okay, and we want to divide it in 2 lines. Okay, that's it. Then we have another text. Just like basically, you can place lorem ipsum here. Let's find the plugin, lorem ipsum. So we'll find a plugin, let's add it. I will make this text a little bit smaller, so let's make it about 16 pixels. Let's do 16 pixels. 16 pixels. Let's leave 3 lines, the rest of we'll delete. Okay, so let's do like 3 lines, something like this. And let's make it regular. And give it like, let's make the font a set pro display. I think this font look better for smaller text. Let's change it as well here. That's a pro display. Okay, and let's make it as well. This is gonna display it. That looks better. Give it a bit of the line height. Okay, it doesn't work for some reasons. I don't really know why. Okay, let's give it a little bit of make it full opacity. Now let's create a button. So we'll just call it learn more. And make it bold. Make it nebulous to keep it existing across all buttons. And then now we'll go and add a circle, and let's go to let's see where I can let icon, and let's just add arrow. We need just a simple arrow, which would I think it should point like something like this. We just make it point right up like that, and let's just put it in here, make it at least 22 pixels. Let's make this to be green and this to be white. Let's group this one, and let's just add one more thing, which would say 0. The first service, we'll give it some opacity like this. Doesn't need to be prominent. Let's make it all auto layout. Let's make it another auto layout and give it a little bit more space like this. Let's align this. And now let's add some graphic elements. So I think circle here somewhere would work not bad. So let's just create a circle. Oh, let's ungroup it so it doesn't bother me. Ungroup that thing as well. Okay, so we have a circle which would be about this size. We'll delete the fill and we just leave the opacity, the roundness, and let's just... Okay, so what I need to do is create this as a frame. If it's 17 pixels, clip the content so the circle doesn't go outside. And let's just duplicate the circle to put it on the ground here, something like this. And also one more circle would be good. Oh shit, why is it like that? Okay, let's put it back here. The only thing we can give it this. Okay, so we can give it opacity 0 so it doesn't go over the other circles. So like just like this, we add some circles, some design elements to it. Let's just move it a little bit closer here. Like this. Okay, we're just gonna group it and we're just gonna duplicate it. So if I want to edit one of them, there is just like this button you can click, and you can, for example, click on it. And it says no matching copies. How come if there's like 4 of them? It's a new feature. I don't really know how it works yet, but yeah, let me just change the headlines here. Global payments. And we have as well foreign exchange. Let's just finish it. And we have digital finances. Finances. Okay. We have another section. The only thing I'd make with them less space, because there's too much space between them. What the heck? We have this thing as well. Okay, let's just do this first. Okay, no, it's fine. A little bit too much, but it's okay. Next section we have another section. Let's just simple and flexible solution. Solutions. Let's call it like this. Let's duplicate this one and add here some description, which also could be a lorem ipsum. Let's make it like this. Okay, I just copy this. Make it 100% opacity. Let's just copy the buttons as well for a nice and clean headline. Let's align it like this and align it with the text here. So something like this would work. After that, we need to create just a place for a picture. So let's just do like this. Make it 100% of the column space, and let's make it like 600 tall, something like this. Give it 11 points, give it like 20 points roundness, and let's go to repick to just add some picture in there. Okay, so let's just type like business, the ads. Okay, we can add something like this. I just paste it in this. So I press Command Option C to copy it. Oh, it's lagging. And paste to paste it. Let's give it one more time. This, and let's now copy this effect from the top because I want to repeat it here. Let's just copy it. Let's just get rid of this thing. We're gonna switch it, except this. Oh shit. Gonna select it all except that. We're gonna do like this. Something like this, yeah. Maybe we do one thing with this. We just move it somewhat here. We'll move it somewhat there as well. We fix this one, and then we can make it back. Let's just move it a little bit up. Something like this can work. Yeah, let's just now add another black rectangle for the next section. So here we will have this thing. Let's just create another headline, which would say customer stories. And we'll add here a headline as well. So basically we just keep it like this for now. Okay, let's now add a section with the reviews themselves. So I'll have this box here, which would be probably around like this, and the height would be 300, about 300. This, make it round at corners, make it opacity like 20%. Okay, let's just block it so it doesn't bother me. And I think we should align this with the text. Okay, yeah, this looks better. Let's move it up. And here I think we could paste some logos. So let's just go here and type logos. Okay, let's open this UI kit. Okay, let's see if they have some logos here. By the way, this UI kit you can find in the Telegram channel, which is absolutely for free in the link below. And you can get it and use it in your project. So let's just type logos here. Okay, we have some logos. Yeah, this will work. Let's just copy it and paste it under the picture to give it a nice look. Let's just make it white. Okay, something like this. Move it like this. Yeah, it looks good. And let's find another icon for quote. Okay, something like this quirk. Let's just get it. Download. Okay, so here's the icon. Let's just put it on the corner there. We'll need some more lorem ipsum for the text, so let's just use this as an example. Bring it forward. Lorem ipsum. Let's make it 2 sentences and generate. Too little, I guess. Let's make it 5 sentences. Yes, this is better. Delete the last line like this. Let's make it 3 lines so we can make the text larger itself. So let's make the text 24 pixels. Let's make it nebulous like this, and let's make it medium. Something like this. The next thing I want to add is the name of the person. So let's call him Sam.b. No, Sam.b. And a flag would also work here. Let's see if they have flag in here. Okay, yes, they have a flag. Let's just copy it and paste it in here. Make it bigger. Okay, like this. I'll just make it 3 lines so we have more space for everything here. And like this, let's group everything. Let's see if it looks good, and let's copy now it about let's make it a bit larger, something like this. And let's just copy it now a few times so we have like a slider here. Let's add arrows. So let's find some arrows which we can skip the slides, go to the next one. Okay, so while it's loading, let's just pick this one. We don't need to do much with it. Just paste it in here and we're good to go, pretty much. And let's just give it. Okay, so we'll put it in here, duplicate it, reflect like that. Oh. Make it smaller. Okay, how can I make smaller? If I make this one smaller. Oh, no. Okay, so we'll need to do it manually. Let's make it smaller, about this size. Let's just copy, duplicate it, transform. Okay, this is good size enough. And now let's add to show that we have few slides. Like, let's create this effect here very fast. So we have here this line which would say which slide are we on, and we would have a few circles. So like this, let's create a circle which would not be filled, which would be just like this. We give it only, make it a little bit larger like this, make it smaller, and let's give it like a few slides. So this way we can show that we have a few slides that user can actually go through. Let's make more space between them, and let's make one more copy. Okay. Now let's create call to action then. So let's do like this. Let's do one more copy of this section, downward it, and the only thing I'm not really fan of is this rough transition. Let's fix it in everywhere. So let's select it and let's try to give it more roundness. Okay, let's select this as well and give it more roundness as well. I'm not sure it's gonna do anything, but not sure if it looks better. Let's do it here as well, at the bottom. Let's select it, give it like a 155. Didn't do no shit. Okay, so let's just leave it like this for now. Maybe just one thing, make it not so. Okay, like this. Something like this. Because now we will have a call to action which would say ready to get started. Let's just copy this one. And we'll name it ready to get started. Make it a headline, make it centered, and let's make it something like this. Let's make this button white now, and the text black, something like this. And let's move it all up. About this up, looks good. And let's just create a footer. So in the footer we have logo in here. Under the logo we have some description as usual. The Zemper footer has it. Let's make it bigger because its footer needs to be larger. Okay, and for the footer I also want to make it wide so nothing goes in there, because it's gonna be the same on every page, so we need to have some. Okay, something like this could probably work. Okay, let's add the links. So the first link, let's say solutions. We have here, let's make it bold. And also we'll have the solutions here, so multi-currency multi-currency. We'll have also something like global payments, as well as foreign exchange. And the last one would be here, we'll say digital finance. Okay, let's just group it. Just make it a little bit not so bright. Okay, it's good, I think. And let's just copy it. Okay, this is too large. This text is definitely too large. Let's make it 16 or something like that for footer. You don't really need to make it large, so we can make it even smaller, like 14, because it's footer. Doesn't need to be big. Okay, let's just do it like this. Copy, duplicate it like 3 times. Make sure it's aligned. And yeah, let's just change this headlines, company, and we'll call this one support. I'll change that later. So for now, let's just add a small line here, which would be 1 pixel, 50 opacity, like this. And let's add some description text here. So it could be like some copyright shit or yeah, something like that. Let's make it not so opacity. Let's crop this one. And here we have a landing page, which took me probably less than an hour or half an hour to create. Or let's just preview this one. So we have here headline, description, some graphics. We have some services, about us section. We have customer stories, we have call to action, and we have footer. So yeah, that was it. You can get this template in the Telegram group, and see you in the next video.